Hello people, I'm Jaby. Koay. Joining us is ACHARA KIRK.
Hi.
We're gonna look at the honest trailers of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I'm actually really looking forward to this because unlike the 90% of Rotten Tomato critics or whatever, unlike them, I actually didn't love Guardians of, maybe it was like 80 something percent. Anyway, I didn't love Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I really appreciate the first one. I love the first one. One of my favorite movies, just in general, even though it has got a shitty bad guy. But I love the first one. And I had such high expectations for the second one, and I have a lot of issues with the second one. So I'm really curious to see what Screen Junkies has to say. Here we go. Do that again, because this shit is way down here.
From Marvel and James Gunn, the director and studio who surprised everyone with Guardians of the Galaxy, comes a cool-looking, super fun, laugh-out-loud, but ultimately kind of forgettable sequel.
Yes.
But it's still better than all the other Marvel Part 2s, except for Winter Soldier.
Is that better?
Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2.
I might have to agree with that.
Blast off again with Marvel's Space Avengers, a team of misfits who learned how to work together in their first movie, then turned back into a-holes so they could learn it all over again.
Yeah. You like a professional ass or what?
In this playful action comedy where the heroes never really get hurt. The danger never really feels that imminent.
Yeah. Oh.
And the jokes definitely don't fall flat. But let's be honest, they aren't as funny as the characters think they are. Okay, guys.
He laughed a lot more in
It's
this.
funny, you know. Scale it back a little. Hey, let me decide when to laugh.
The
alright?
montage is funny.
Yeah.
Ugh, just shut up.
But he's right though, on its own.
Catch up with
Yeah.
all your favorite heroes, like Star-Lord, who discovers he's the son of a god and a moron.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but I like the way you say it.
Gamora, who ditches the strong silent badass trope to become a strong silent badass with the more interesting sister.
I was slow on
And
the
that for
uptake.
Baby Groot toys. Rocket, whose eyes don't work, apparently.
Damn it! I'm using my left eye?
I'm using my wrong eye again, aren't I?
Yeah, that's how eyesight works, you stupid raccoon.
Did I miss something? Newcomer Mantis, with the power of getting roasted by everyone.
You are horrifying to look at. I never thought she'd be able to do it with as weak and skinny as she appears to be. Oh, I'm imagining being with you physically.
Including herself.
I'm certainly grateful to be ugly.
And Drax, the once tragic warrior, who's become an aggressively dumb sex freak?
Did you make a penis? I like a woman with some meat on her bones. My father would tell the story of impregnating
Yeah,
my mother.
see, this
Yeah,
is exactly
that
what
was-
my
that
issue
was
was with this
weird.
character. This is such a
Look,
glaring
you have a
issue.
good thing going with Drax. Don't take it too far and Urkel your best character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prepare for an episode of My Two Dads in Space. In a film that's so high on friends being your real family, you'll swear you're watching a Fast and Furious movie.
I finally found my family!
I thought you already had.
You're not friends. You're right. We're family. I don't have friends. I got family.
Space Dad 1.
And he's
is
in both of
Ego,
those
the
movies.
Living planet of exposition.
I call it the expansion. It is my purpose. Now, it is yours.
As he proves, everything's better with Kurt Russell, making Ego the Living Planet grounded and relatable, until he goes full Marvel villain and becomes a blue alien made of sky beams who wants to rule the universe. While Space Dad 2 proves that everything is better with Michael Rooker, as Yondu is retconned into a good guy who just wanted to be a good pappy. All to create maximum emotional impact when he's killed off in the most tragic Marvel death since, no. She was in her 90s, so he came back, he came back twice. He came back on TV. Quicksilver?
No. No.
Wow, I guess it's Yondu by default.
Poppin', y'all!
So get ready for a great time at the theater as they bring back everything you loved about the first movie. The music, the slow-mo walks, and the insane visuals.
Yep.
To the things you didn't think could come back, like the laughing at the dumb name bit.
Star-Lord.
Who?
Your name is... It's Taserface?
Rocket having someone steal a fake body part for him.
I was just kidding about the leg. What? No, I thought it'd be funny. Wasn't funny? He's not gonna know where his eye is!
And undercutting most of the serious dramatic moments with jokes, even the emotional climax of the film.
I tried so hard to find the form that best suited you.
It's okay, Marvel. We've been following these movies for 10 years now. You can let us go without a chuckle for 10 minutes.
Finally get to be the
I have to agree with
father I
that.
always wanted to be. Excuse me, gotta take a whiz.
Maybe not. Starring Arthur Meme, Han Brolo, Greena, Warrior Princess, Big Blue Beetleborg, Drac Shepherd, I Am Merch,
True.
do a barrel roll,
Starfox.
Whistle While You Merc, Mantis Toboggan, Ego, the Slutty Planet, and
The
Ready
Slutty
Player
Planet.
One.
Starfox do a
Dad
barrel
Rock,
roll.
the movie.
Dad rock.
It's called a Zune. It's what everybody's listening to on Earth nowadays.
Oh, the Zune is from the early 2000s. I don't think Star-Lord's gonna be happy when he finds out what happened to rock and roll.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort.
Wow, that was actually a really well put together commentary on Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah.
too, because it's like all the things they were saying is almost all the feelings I had about the movie. I was really frustrated with it when I watched it. The thing he didn't comment on, I guess because I'm a softie or something, like something's wrong with me, is I thought the violence in the film was just like a little bit much for me.
It was very violent. I'll agree with you on that.
Like when, what's his name? The whistling guy.
Yondu.
Yondu. When he's killing all those guys, it's got this like happy rock music.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this is just, it feels weird because there's a kid next to me watching this and he's murdering like 100 people. It's like a massacre. And then there's a massacre earlier in the film where they're like killing off soldiers left and right.
Yeah, yeah.
And then a Rocket, he's slamming
Yeah.
bodies into the ground and he's like laughing at it. And I'm like, I have mixed feelings here because the film is a hybrid of like an Acme cartoon and a drama. And I'm like, well, which, I don't know how to feel about the violence. Like it made me uncomfortable, especially with kids watching. I'm like, I didn't know how to respond to it. And so maybe I'm just getting a softie as I get older. I don't know what it is. I know that I'm in the minority in that feeling because there's a lot of people that really like this movie a lot. I found it to be very forgettable. It pales in comparison to the first one.
I'll agree with you on that.
So, and all the things he was talking about was...
Yeah, for me it was
Star Fox to a barrel roll. Oh my god, that's so fucking precious. Okay.
For me, it was just like they had rested on the laurels of the success of the first one and then thought, oh, well, let's just give the audience more of what they liked in the first, but it was just lacking heart. It was joke after joke, but it didn't really land so well.
I think there's two things going on. First off, James Gunn had a tall order. Like, he set a precedent for himself that he wasn't even expecting. I don't think, like, he knew what was gonna happen. I don't think he was able to anticipate that it was gonna be that much of a success because this was kind of like just a throwaway movie, just as a thing to keep people occupied, and it turned out to be awesome because it was a breath of fresh air. It was just like this happy-go-lucky thing. The producers or whatever, they're like, oh, people like jokes, let's put more jokes. And so James Gunn had to live up to the first one and add in all of this humor to meet the expectations of whatever the producers were telling him. I'm sure there was some combination like that. I don't think this was just James Gunn running with a blank check. I'm pretty sure there was a combination of issues here. But the fact of the matter is, it did well at the box office, and it did, you know, pretty good according to Rotten Tomatoes with critics. And so it's like, we're just gonna get more of this. And that's what's more disappointing than anything else. I don't like them undermining every single dramatic moment with a joke because what's happening is we're gonna have a rubber band effect, right? Because no superhero movies were serious. And then Christopher Nolan comes out. I mean, everyone kind of forgets about Spawn with Michael J. White, but Christopher Nolan comes out with the Dark Knight trilogy, and it's like dark, and so everything gets darker and darker and darker, and then suddenly it's a rubber band effect towards humor with like Guardians of the Galaxy, and then we're getting, you know, all these other superhero films that are more lighthearted, and then they get so lighthearted, they don't have a single dramatic moment. There's gonna be another rubber band effect in the opposite direction where everything gets dark again. It's like, can't we just find a happy fucking middle ground that has serious moments and happy moments and honors them accordingly? That's what Guardians of the Galaxy was to me, the first one.
Yeah, it was
you know?
awesome.
There's my rant, I'm done. Thank you, Screen Junkies, that was freaking awesome. Yes, what were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say that was an epic rant.
Yes, I think that Screen Junkies was very on point here.
Yeah.
Kudos to whoever came up with the joke Star Fox do a barrel roll. That's brilliant. I know you probably have no idea what he's talking about.
computer game, isn't
No,
it?
Star Fox 64 introduced people actually talking in games. So Star Fox and his compadres, his team, was talking, and there's a moment because there's cool tricks you can do now in the game, and one of the things was the rabbit character tells you, Star Fox, do a barrel roll, and, in order to dodge gunfire and whatnot. So it's just a very memorable moment from my childhood. Star Fox also introduced the Rumble Pack. So, you guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please check out Screen Junkie's other videos if you haven't already. If this is your first one, you are missing out. Screen Junkies has a lot of great videos, not just commentaries on films in this way, but they actually have conversational videos with people from behind the scenes and whatnot. They've got spoof roasts and whatnot. We did a Harry Potter one that was really cool. So you guys, please check out Screen Junkies if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. I may have said that already. Check out other reactions, reviews, short films, video game related videos. I'm Jaby Koay. This is
ACHARA KIRK.
Peace out.